Hello and welcome to Live on Jamaicans.com. My name is Deborah Johnson and I am your favorite nutritionist. Happy to be back out here with you guys on this Monday evening. How was your weekend? What did you guys do? Did you do anything fun? So guys, I'm here to sort of wrap up the month. It's the last Monday in April, and I want to go over just a little bit about what we talked about, what we have been talking about this entire time, which is stress management. And the topic for today is basically the essentials to managing your stress with food. All right. And so I'm going to be jumping into that just shortly. But before I do, I want to get some housekeeping things out of the way. So first, let me formally introduce myself. Deborah Johnson, nutritionist, plant-based nutritionist, community nutritionist. I'm also a mental health first aid instructor, have quite a few things that I do, but all wellness related. And so today, I'm happy that you're joining us. I want you guys to share this video as you are coming on. Make sure you're letting folks know that we're out here and we're sort of wrapping up this series on stress management. I also want to know where you guys are watching from. So as you come in, please let me know where you're watching from. So I am currently in the Bronx, born and raised at Jamaica, but I currently reside in the Bronx, so that's where I am. So please let me know where you guys are watching from, and let me know, as we're doing the show. Please ask questions, and also feel free to share whatever else you want to share. So I have a company that's called My Temple Wellness. This is my website. And there you can find different things. I do sell some merchandise right now, just hats. You can find out a little bit more about me there. My bio is there, and just about whatever you think you might need to find on me, I try to include on the website. All right, so go check it out. And also, this is my message. The body is a temple. And so I want you to treat your body like a temple, treat it well, care for your temple, care for this one thing that you have that you can't really replace once it's like broken, right? So that's my message. The body's a temple. And I really try to provide nutrition and wellness services to individuals, but also to organizations. And that's what I do. Majority of the work that I do right now is with organizations, churches, community centers. I provide nutrition education for quite a few organizations right now within the Bronx, and it's amazing. And of course, I like to do stuff like this, come out and share with you guys on ja.com, hang out with you guys on Mondays. The show today is going to be quick unless y'all have all these questions and things. I already see some comments. So let me jump over there and say hi to you guys. Let me throw these up on here. So hi, Sonia. Martin, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Camille. Let me know where you guys are watching me from. Dornette Cox, welcome. Camille from Brooklyn in the house. Southern California, Miss Lorraine Wilkins, welcome. Thank you for watching. We always have some folks from London, always some UK people in the building. So Miss Elaine, a lot of our people live in London, right? A lot of Jamaican people moved to England. I have some family there myself. Dornette, look like she's tagging somebody. Yes, thank you for sharing. Yeah, guys, share, tag your friends and all that good stuff. Keisha is here from Florida. Welcome, Miss Powell. Veronica from Toronto. Joy Smith from Hollywood, Florida. And of course, one of my regulars, one of my good buddy, I could call him my friend at this point, Mr. Tony Kelly from Birmingham, England. As usual, tuning in. Yes, sir. Welcome. Our health is our wealth. You are a godsend. Aww. Stay safe. Thank you so much, sir. I respect you. I appreciate that so very much. Thank you so much. I try. Health is our wealth, right? If we don't have health, what else do we have? We ain't got nothing. All right. Tracy Ann Hope from Hope Mills, North Carolina. And of course, Miss James, another one of our regulars, Michelle. Welcome from Southwest Florida. All right, guys. So that's 5 minutes. Usually I try to do about 5 minutes of catching up, chatting. You guys, what did you have over the weekend for dinner? What did you eat on Sunday? You have Sunday, Monday left? Today is Meatless Monday, guys. No, sometimes I'm out here to kind of like remind you guys, eat well. Even if you don't listen to me, just seeing me should remind you. There goes the health lady. She always talking about eating, plant-based foods and stuff like that. maybe every now and then you'll make some slight changes to your diet, right? I would appreciate that for yourself. Right? Somebody say, yo. That was that. Yo. Oh, that was a mistake or something. Iki. That's a cool name. Iki. How you say that? Am I saying it right? Iki. Yo, one love. All right. Well, grand brethren. Sound like one of my homeboys. All right, y'all. Enough for the games and thing. I'm going on the talking for today and get you guys some information. Okay, Michelle says she had curry chicken. You making curry chicken today on Meatless Monday? Really, Michelle? You don't know by now how many times you come on the show? You don't know say I Meatless Monday today. I can't believe you. Is that leftover from yesterday, Michelle? I want to know. I want to get in your business. Tell me. Okay, guys, let's get serious. We got some business to take care of. Yeah, you can't laugh. Keep laughing. Some of y'all lucky I don't live in Florida because I will visit y'all houses and come and do that pantry thing that I do. Go through your pantries. Yep, she said. All right, Iki, I laughed too. Everybody laughing today. Yes. All right, guys. We like to have fun on this show. Okay. Listen, this is business. We have to take care of some business, but we also have to laugh. We have to have fun. We've been talking about stress the whole month, right? And sometimes we're so stressed out, we can't even laugh. So we got to make some fun. We got to make some jokes sometime. I can't say I'm a comedian, but, I just use regular things and make joke out of it. So anyway, guys, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm going to go into the lesson. Put your questions in there. We're not going to be long. I stayed longer chatting with more than I should have. So let me go on to the lesson right now. All right. So you guys listen up. I'm going to talk to you about managing your stress with your diet, really the essentials of the diet factor. I'm going to do a little bit of review because it's the last week. And so guys, I want us to really take this stuff seriously because stress does kill. And I'm just going to share a little bit. Medical disclaimer, guys. Information I give you here today is really intended for informational purposes, not for you to treat yourself and diagnose yourself, right? You want to speak to your doctor. If you really have some medical concern, I want you guys to contact your doctor and talk to them and let them really, give you a prescription or whatever it is that you need. All right. So we did talk already about stress, but for those of you who are not, I said I would do a little recap, just a slight recap. Stress is when you feel physical or emotional tension in your body. And it can come as a result of like some kind of event or something like that. Can come if you're frustrated, can come if you have a world of historical issues from our upbringing and things like that, that can cause stress to us, our jobs. Those were some of the things that I listed. And I also had said that stress can be positive, right? So some stress is good, like when you're running. If you guys want the show and I was sharing about when I was running away from the dog, if you didn't see it, go back and watch. But yeah, like if you're running away from a dog or something like that, you need to have some stress, right? You need to get that adrenaline to get you to catapult for run. All right. So that's what stress is, guys. I also shared with you guys, again, quick review before we go into the real meat of what today's about, the signs and symptoms of stress. These are psychological, right? So depression, anxiety, anger, irritability, feeling restless, right? Lots of racing thoughts and constant worrying, right? Feeling overwhelmed, right? So you just have so much on top of you, right? A lot of us have felt that during COVID. And then also a little bit unmotivated because you feel a little bit, when you feel unmotivated, you don't feel like really doing anything, right? And also unfocused. So you can't seem to focus and narrow in on one thing. Your mind is all over the place, right? And also trouble sleeping or sleeping too much, right? So I'm going to share a sleeping, I have a health form that I'm going to share with you guys on sleeping. So you can get some tips on sleeping as well and on mood. I'll put those up on my pages, which I'll share with you after my social media pages. So directly after the show today, I'm going to upload those so you guys can have something on mood and food, and you're going to have something on sleep. All right. So that's the two things you'll get. And if you're not following me, I didn't say that earlier, make sure you follow me on social media at My Temple Wellness. All right, let's keep going. So trouble falling asleep. I said that just now. Problem with your memory and concentration. So if you're not eating well, a lot of times it messes with your concentration and mess with your memory as well, which we know we need that. We need to be concentrating. We need to be able to do things effectively. And so it's super important for us to manage our stress because it does affect those things. All right. We also tend to make bad decisions because, when you're stressed, sometimes you just don't care about nothing. You're like, whatever. And so we want to keep that in mind. I also spoke about the physical issues that we face. So our body does take on stress and we feel it in our stomach. I told you guys that that's where I tend to I carry my stress like in my belly area, in your abdomen. So guys, you want to be mindful, of the aches and pain. You want to be mindful of chest pains, right? Sometimes you feel like you're having a heart attack. And I also shared, I think, with you guys that I used to get panic attacks and I felt like I was having a heart attack. And that was because of stress, right? I tend to take on a lot of stress. And partially, I'll be honest with you guys, a little bit hereditary because my mom is like that. She does carry a lot of stress and a lot of worry. And I started realizing that maybe I might have took on some of that as well. And my sisters, some of us, we might carry some, some extra stress because I think as women, we just naturally feel like we have to worry about everybody and care for everybody. So sometimes that happens. But these are some of the physical symptoms, guys. Exhaustion, we already said sleeping issues, headaches, dizziness. I've experienced a lot of these symptoms when I was having my panic attack. I had the dizziness, I had the headache, I had the shaking. And so these are real serious conditions, right? Serious issues. High blood pressure, right? Which our community, our majority of folks struggle with hypertension. And so this is a factor when you have one of the symptoms of stress. Okay, so you want to manage your stress because it can play a huge role in your hypertension or blood pressure. Okay. Muscle tension. I talked about the jaw clenching. Sometimes when you get stressed, you just tighten up your jaw, right? And so that's something that I want to highlight to you guys as well today. Hang on just a second. I just want to update something here. Right. That's not what I want on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's get back to the lesson here. Just wanted to have that up at the bottom. So, and stomach or digestive problems, which I just highlighted that I struggle with that. Whenever I have high stress, I find that I do have some issues in my digestion, and that's not good because if you're stressing, you're not able to really digest your food. And we talked about that as well, that when you're stressed, your digestive enzymes aren't really working properly, especially if you are rush eating and not eating when you're relaxed, right? So that's something we covered before. Go back and watch. If this is your first time on, guys, and you're just seeing this show, go back and watch the others because you'll get the rest of the lesson. All right, this is a wrap up and a recap. All right. So now we're into the new information that I want to share with you all today. And this is one of the key points I want you to walk away with. The kitchen is really your pharmacy, okay? And you have to think about food. And I want to encourage you to really think about food as medicine. Have that approach, because if you have that approach, it's really going to be the foundation for your prevention and even treatment at times for mental health, okay? And obviously everything else, right? So food as medicine is the approach I have, and I want you to sort of have the same approach to your health, overall health, but really mental health. If you can really get the use food as medicine and let the kitchen be your pharmacy, you're going to see a world of difference. All right. So today, what I want to do is really give you the foods that now you can go and start to try to incorporate in your diet. All right, to reduce your stress levels. Okay, so that's why I wanted you all to come on today and check this out because, it's not going to be a lot of information, but it's going to be direct list of things that you can get. And I'm going to put this on the screen. So if anybody want to take a quick photo, I'll give you the opportunity to do that just now as I put it on the screen large for you. So there it is, essential foods for reducing stress. Feel free to take a photo. Raw almonds, wild salmon or fatty fish, sweet potatoes, avocados. It's a healthy fat. Beets are really, really great. And I hope you've taken the photo already because I'm going to go back to the normal view here. So guys, when it comes to things like, and I kind of want to go over each of them, but I'm not going to do that too much because I have some other slides that I want to share. But things like beets are great because the blood, it helps with your blood. And the better your blood flow is, the better your mental health is going to be. Cocoa or chocolate, right? The one that doesn't have the added sugar, that's the one I'm recommending here. And then oats. We use oats in one of the episodes to make some pancakes, right? So if you didn't see that episode, go back and check it out. I forgot which week it was, but we did a oats pancake, all right? And so that was why we did it, because oats is really great. That's a great breakfast food to have when you're thinking about your mental health. But also, it's good for the heart. It's good for a lot of different things. arugula, and other bitter greens. So when your parents, or like my mom used to say, eat this, it's bitter. I never used to like eating bitter greens. And I've grown to love them now because I really know that they're great for my body. All right. So those are the things you want to pick up, guys. Almonds. And actually, let's get into those. So the fats, right? Because almond is a healthy fat. So I wanted to kind of highlight that today. So what you want to do is you want to substitute, and we're going to go through all the macronutrients, right? So we're going to talk about macronutrients, which are, we require these in large portions in our body. So unlike micronutrients, which are like vitamins and minerals and so forth, the macronutrients are considered to be carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing me saying that. But those are the foods we need, right, in our bodies, right? And so when it comes to the fats, we want to substitute poor quality fats, right? Which are the saturated fats, the trans fats, things that we find in the processed foods. And we want to have more high quality fats for our brain. Because when you have good fats, I remember our brain, and we said this in one of the previous episodes, the brain is 60% fat. And because the brain is 60% fat, you have to feed it back that, right? You have to feed it fat. And you want to feed it the good, healthy fats. You don't want to feed it the saturated fats, because not only your arteries are going to get clogged, but your brain is not going to get the food that it needs. The brain wants fats, right? Healthy fats. So from the macronutrient category fats, healthy fats, we're going to get into the examples, but we need to get enough omega-3 fatty acid, which is really what that is, right? Because these are the essential building blocks for our brain, and they're important for learning and for memory. All right. So this is the reason too, right? We want to be able to, if we're taking a class or something like that, to memorize things. We don't want to be so forgetful all the time, not remembering, folks' name and all of that. But also because of the stress factor. This is one of the main reasons. Now, in terms of the examples on the previous slide, I did share with you the fatty fish salmon. So any type of fatty fish will be good for proper brain health. Chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, walnuts. You guys know I've always talked about walnuts being the ultimate nut that you should have. That's the best nut, walnuts, right? But yeah, all these different things, guys, if you're not familiar with them, just let me know, and I'll try to see if I could do a video or something to share maybe a recipe with you. But what I tend to do, and I'll give you that right now, I tend to put chia seeds, hemp seeds, maybe not the hemp seeds, but the flax seeds and the chia seeds I use almost every day when I make a smoothie, right? If I'm making a smoothie, it's going to go in my smoothie. So the flax seeds good for digestion as well. Hemp seeds I tend to throw in my salad. So I'll put a whole large tablespoon of hemp seed on my salad to ensure that I'm getting that in my diet, right? So these are some of the great fats that you can have. Okay, so I wanted to point out the healthy versions. Obviously, there are others like avocado, which I didn't mention here, but that's another really great healthy fat for you all to try. All right, to incorporate. When it comes to protein, you guys already know the story. Don't know, say, I'm not gonna recommend no meat, right? If you do happen to have meat though, guys, or let's be real, because people still eat meat out here. Meat should be limited to grass-fed organic meats, right? To reduce the amount of contaminants such as antibiotics, hormones, and pesticides, okay? You guys have to do your research, or I really recommend you to do your research. Watch some videos. There are tons of movies out there now where they talk about how they care for these animals, what they feed them, and so forth. So I want you to get educated about that. You guys know my thing is education. My goal is to educate you, right? Once I educate you, you can make decisions that's going to better your life, for your health, for your wellness overall. All right. So pasteurized any kind of chemical laden milk, right? These milks that we're finding from the cows, these things are really difficult for the body to digest. And so it really contributes to all the mucus in the body. And you know what mucus is. Mucus equals inflammation, right? And inflammation in the body causes what? Diseases. So we want to be mindful of that. So dairy is not recommended at all. Using nut milks instead. You guys know I'm a big fan of nut milks, cashew milk, almond milk, hazelnut milk they even have, and even oat milk. You can try that as well. And that's because the nut milks are free from saturated fats and lactose, because lactose, right? I'm intolerant. First of all, I can't even have it. And I'm sure a lot of us are out here listening to the sound of my voice. Most of you guys are probably lactose intolerant, but also what's coming in the milks, the dairy, our cholesterol, right, which tend to hike our cholesterol up. So although we're talking about stress and the brain, you have to recognize a lot of the things that are not good for the brain is also not good for just in general the body, right? You're probably catching on to that as we're talking about this. So while being high in protein, the nut milks are high in protein, they're essential nutrients in there like magnesium and calcium and potassium and fiber and zinc and vitamin E and copper and manganese. Like the list goes on, guys. That's why I got that dot there, because the list goes on when it comes to like the nut milks. And you have to recognize sometimes that they tell you that you need calcium from the cow. Like my mom, I was talking to my mom and I'm like, Mom, you need to stop drinking that cow's milk. And she's like, oh no, my doctor said we must. And I said, Mom, like, don't listen to your doctor when it comes to that. Now, I can't tell you guys that because, y'all in my family, although you are my family. But for my mom, I could tell her that, that's my mom, So I tell her, I'm like, Mommy, like, don't drink dairy. And she's actually recently started changing and trying to incorporate the almond milk because she's older. My mom is like 70, a little bit 72, I think. So anyway, so you guys are always in my business. Yeah, so she has concerns as you age, right? Your bones get brittle and everything like that. That's just something that happens naturally. But if you have calcium, first of all, you build that up early on in life. You're not going to fix your calcium issue when you're 70 years old, but it certainly can help to keep your bones strong, right? So what I tell her is have these nut milks because you're going to avoid all the other issues, the inflammation, and you're going to get so much more calcium from the nut milks. All right. So that's one of the things I want to point out. Although we're talking about the brain and stress, I kind of want to still give you guys that knowledge in there about these minerals, right? So calcium, potassium, iron, all these great things are found in nut milks, not found in the dairy. Okay. So do your research, do your digging, and get to know more about dairy. All right. So that's it in terms of the protein, guys. Avoid the meats. Avoid do your best to avoid the dairy products in terms of like the milk and so forth. Substitute for nut milks. Last week I gave you guys substitutions, not last week, the week before I gave you guys substitutions. My apologies, by the way, I wasn't here last week. I had a lot going on, so I couldn't be on. Carbohydrates, guys, the category in this macronutrient category, I'm not going to really talk much about it because it's very simple. Eat all the colors of the rainbow to ensure you're getting the essential nutrients, right? And avoid refined carbs. So refined carbs, I've been preaching on this since I've been on this channel. Guys, refined carbs are the white flour, white sugar, white bread, and then all the processed stuff, right? All the processed foods. I encourage you to make your own stuff. Jamaican people, we know how to turn, we know make fashion. We know how to make our own dessert, right? That's what I want to encourage you guys to do. Make your sweet potato pudding, make your toto, blue jaws, whatever it is that you like. Make that yourself so you can reduce the amount of sugar that's going in there. You know exactly what you're getting, and avoid these donuts and things that you get at Dunkin' Donuts and all these other shops. Krispy Kremes, which I used to love Krispy Kreme before I knew what it was really doing to my body. So yeah, you want to reduce the amount of sugar you're having in your diet, the refined carbohydrates, and just replace it. Just eat fruits if you feel like you want something sweet. Eat fruits, lots of great fruits. So many beautiful fruits out there, guys. Like I just wish I could be on like a farm again with fruits and vegetables. Like honestly, I would give up the city life any day for that. Those of you guys who live in Jamaica, trade places with us. Trade places with me. Want to live on a farm again. All right, guys. So that's it in terms of the macronutrients, right? So the carbs, the proteins, and the fats, you have the foods that you want to eat. All right. That's what I really wanted to give you guys today. There's, again, not a lot that I wanted to say because I wanted to wrap it up and really just give you all the foods that you should be enjoying. I'm going to stop sharing my screen there. And we are going to jump into some of the comments. But before I do that, I do want to share with you guys a little bit about my website, my page, my social media stuff. So y'all can see my social media page. Some of y'all followed me last week. So it's nice to see that. So please follow. I'm going to share with you all my Temple Wellness Facebook page. All right. This is my Temple Wellness Facebook page. So in order for you to see what I'm doing, you want to jump on. Look at me. That was Earth Day. I was sharing some of what I was doing on Earth Day. You get to see what I was doing. I did a training last Saturday on mental health, so I shared that. But you get to see a little bit more of what I'm doing. And I also hosted an event on trauma nutrition. So you get some more information. I had done a show and this was some other stuff. So this is my page, guys. You get to jump on, you get to get some extra stuff if you follow me on Facebook. And then on Instagram, I'll show you guys, just so you know, it's My Temple Wellness, all right? So My Temple Wellness, this is the page. Again, a lot of the same stuff. You get to see what I do, the recipes, right? So like recipes like this that I share. This is a great recipe. That's why I wanted to come on. This is an energy ball recipe, or 4 energy ball recipes that I had shared with you guys. So if you want to go grab that, that's on my Instagram page. I think it's on my Facebook page. And sometimes I do videos. So this is a video that I did just talking about, I think I shared a smoothie recipe that day after my workout. So you want to follow my pages, okay, guys, so you can get some additional information, because I try to share as much as possible. I'm not always on there, but I try to go on as much as possible. And then finally, I'll just share with you my website just so you can maneuver and see what that looks like as well. So My Temple Wellness, this is my website here. And I'm not going to have any more mental health classes for right now, guys. So if you didn't take any before, you've sort of missed the train. Unless you want a group class of 5 or more, you reach out to me. But here, like I said before, you get to see a little bit about me. You can read my bio. It's on there. And also see the services that I provide, right? So if you're looking for a workshop, nutrition workshop, mental health training, a group class, health coaching, and of course, I have a few recipes up there. Not a lot. I do plan on sharing some more. But also, if you want to do a 15-minute consultation with me, it's free of cost, so you can reach out. All right. And then if you want to patronize your girl, I would love that. So you can jump on and grab your hats. You guys always see me wear some of these hats. All right. So you could go check out some of my hats and so forth. All right. So that is my website, guys. Wanted to share that with you. I'm going to jump into some of the comments. Let me stop sharing. Jump into some of you guys' comments here and see what y'all over here talking about. Let's see who's over here on this page. And then I'm going to jump off because I want to stick to my half an hour today. Hey, Rebecca, hearts to you too. Hearts, hearts. Can y'all know how to do that thing? I'm always trying to figure it out. Hearts back at you, girl. Michelle, Kathy Thompson. Okay, she's tagging somebody. Sophia. Hey, Sophia. Guys, Sophia was in my Saturday mental health class. Girl, you have to let everybody know how it was. We had so much fun. It was awesome. There goes someone, my husband. Give him a little wink. Hey, hubby. He's talking about facts. Yes. What about vitamins? Okay. Am I on LinkedIn? Yes, I'm on LinkedIn. So my question for today, the only question I see, you guys didn't ask much questions. That's totally fine. I am on LinkedIn. Same name. My Temple Wellness. Let me put it in here. My Temple Wellness. Hopefully this will come up. I'm not sure. I never tried this option before. Maybe that will show up. Okay, there you go. Yes, My Temple Wellness. That's my name. But also as Deborah Johnson, I'm up there. Okay, so let me go back to Miss Michelle's question. In terms of vitamins, what do you mean in terms of vitamins? What type of vitamins do you need? B complex vitamins, right? So for me, a lot of the things that I'm recommending and have recommended in that PowerPoint earlier, a lot of the foods that you find are foods that contain B complex vitamins. Now, I'm not, as I told you guys before, if you want to check with your doctor first before you start taking these B complex vitamins, that would be highly recommended, but that's what I take. So I take a B complex. It's a plant-based B complex vitamin that I take. And so, yeah, it's all the foods that I suggested before are going to have the essential vitamins and minerals that you need for your mental health. And so that's why I suggested those foods, because they all are going to have the vitamins and minerals that you're going to eat. But if you're looking for something specific, B vitamins are just one of them. There's many different types of vitamins. that you could possibly take, but I'm not going to list them out here right now. I'm just going to tell you the one B complex, because in the B complex vitamin, you're going to find all the essential things that you can use for your mental health. All right. I just take a general women's complex. That's good. I mean, if you're feeling healthy and strong and you don't have any high anxiety and all of that stuff, then that's fine. But for people who might be experiencing high anxiety, I would highly recommend that you look into B complex vitamins. And within the B complex vitamin, you're going to see a lot of these things that I mentioned, some of the other vitamins, some of the other minerals. All right, Michelle. So you're probably okay. It's really, if you're talking about stress, then really B complex vitamins. All right. I don't see any more questions coming in, any more comments. I see quite a few guys on here. Y'all just hanging out. What y'all doing on this Monday evening? What you guys going to do after this? After you come off my live, what are you going to go do? What are you getting into? Vitamin specific versus B complex. Yes. Look into it and also talk to your doctor before you just start popping those, right? Because you are taking another multivitamin. So you want to be mindful that what you're taking in the B complex is not already in the regular multivitamins. All right. So you can't be taking multivitamins plus B complex. It may be too much. All right. So definitely speak to your doctor, or do, at least do some comparison with the two, just to be sure you're not taking too much of one thing. All right. Celia says, write lesson plan. I'm not sure. What are you saying? What are you saying, Celia? I'm not sure I get that. I'm going to stay on for 3 more minutes, guys. I'm jumping off at 5:35. So if you happen to have any more questions, comments, jokes, please feel to put them in the chat. I'm happy to hang out with you guys for another couple of minutes here and see if you have any more questions. Probiotics. Well, okay. So when it comes to probiotics, you can get probiotics from food. But if you do happen to want to take a probiotic is great for the for the gut. So if you're taking probiotics, you're gonna be able to balance the good bacteria in your stomach, which is really great. I don't have one that I recommend, guys, in terms of that, but I guess ultimately what I try to do, let me just give you guys my sort of like my way of doing things. I tend to read the labels, read the ingredients. It's going to be just really like probiotics, but also I check to see if it's plant. If I can get any of these things, whatever it is that I'm buying, that I'm ingesting, I try to get the plant-based options. All right. I don't know which one I have here. I do take probiotics from time to time, and I'm not in my kitchen, so I can't really grab it for you guys to show you which one I actually take. I can look and put it. If you really want to know which one I'm taking, I can tell you which one I'm taking later on in a chat. All right. All right. So you asked what we plan to do here after. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So you're going to be doing a lesson plan. Got you, Celia. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Got you. Good for you. What's your lesson plan going to be about? I'm all in your business. Forgive me. You're a teacher? You're an educator? Sounds like you are. All right, Michelle, for stress, I use aromatherapy essential oils like lavender. Yes. So on one of my episodes, I did talk about the other things that we can do. So yes, having your candle, making sure that you are going for your walks, right? We had talked about all those other things that you can take in addition to eating well. There are some other tips that I gave on previous videos where I shared a long list of stuff that y'all can do. Candles, meditation, deep breathing. We even did some deep breathing while we were on live as well. And I know some of y'all participated. So yeah, stress is one of those things that you really do have to manage. You have to be very purposeful and deliberate about managing your stress. And sometimes it comes out of nowhere. Especially for me, like when I had my panic attacks, it came out of nowhere, unexpected. And so you really do have to be deliberate every day. One of the things that I do that I love that helps me now more than I've never really appreciated exercising as I do nowadays. Because I wake up sometimes with stress, even though, you think you go to your bed, you wake up, you're feeling refreshed. Sometimes if you have a long day ahead of you, you have lots to do. Sometimes you wake up just feeling overwhelmed. And I tend to just pause, even if I have X amount of things to do, I still carve out the time and I exercise. And that's been really, really helping me to feel so much better. So I do recommend, like Michelle's saying here, essential oils, especially lavender is a really good one. But also, yeah, exercise, do things like that. All right. Okay, I missed that. We'll watch. Yeah, man, go back and watch. You guys know you could watch the shows 10 times, right? And don't forget to share them on your page. Camille says she does yoga. Very good. Guys, I have a show coming up on TV in you guys, some of you guys know that I do this show on BronxNet TV. So if you're living in the Bronx, you can catch the show. It aired in April. The next one's going to air in July, and I'm actually working on recording it in May. I'm going to be recording in May, and then it'll air in July. And I'm actually going to have a yoga person come on, and she's trauma-informed yoga. So I'm hoping that you guys will be able to catch that. If you follow my pages on social media, you'll be able to get the link, and you'll be able to watch those shows. I'm going to be I don't know all the premise of everything just yet because it's still in production. I co-produced a show with some other folks. And so we have a call tomorrow and I'm going to be able to find out exactly what it's going to be. But I already confirmed the yoga person. And actually, I was supposed to have someone on today to do some fitness with us. I'm working on all those things. So we're going to have some fitness on the show. I'm going to work to get us a yoga person on the show. So you guys, when you come, I said I would be off. Give me another minute. When you guys come on, I'll let you know in advance once we book that person. Just come ready with your yoga pants or your sweatpants, and we're gonna work out together, and we're going to do some yoga together. I'm working on all of that. All right, guys. So definitely something that I look forward to doing with you guys. Dr. Ball, hey, Dr. Ball, time management. Exactly. That's huge. And I think that's the thing. Once you're able, like Dr. Ball is saying here, if you, one of my really dear friends, mentor even, actually, once you manage your time, your stress level goes down, right? So once you actually have things scheduled, and I might have mentioned that before, that I keep like a list of things. Like right now, I have a list of stuff that I've been crossing off, and I literally allocate how many hours I might need to do that task, right? And once I do that, it's like my stress level goes down. Right now, I still have about 4 or 5 things left on a list that had about 20 things. And this list started from last week, and I just add to it. And as I get things done, I cross it off. But also putting it in your phone. For me, Dr. Ball, one of the things I do when I do my time management, I put it in my phone and I list stuff just pop up all day, with times. So I can really manage my time. So that's a really good one. Thank you for jumping in and sharing that. Michelle, Deb, do you have a YouTube channel for non-social media folks? I do. So this show right now is airing on Jamaicans.com, YouTube channel, on Facebook, my Facebook page, and also on Jamaicans.com's Facebook page. And I try to download it and share it also. I'm not as consistent with my YouTube channel. I got to get better. But yes, I will do that for to make sure that you can see it, Michelle. So I do have a YouTube channel. Again, My Temple Wellness, guys. That's I bought the rights to that name. It's mine. It's a name I got when I was. It's funny, I got the name when I was in Jamaica one year. I was so stressed out, and I went to Jamaica to kind of relieve my stress. And I was on the beach, and I was praying. I was like, God, I need a name for this business. I need a name for this brand. And he revealed to me My Temple Wellness. He gave me the scripture first, right? You guys know I'm a Christian, right? So he gave me that scripture first, and then I was like, so what should the name be? And I had a brand called My Be Free before, or Be Free. So I just kind of I was thinking to call it Be Free, and then I was like, no, it needs to be something with wellness. And then the name just dropped in my spirit, My Temple Wellness. Y'all getting to know too much about me. I need to know more about y'all. Y'all always in my business. Every Monday, you guys come on here and get in my business. Right? I'm always sharing. But anyway, we family. And I got to go, guys. I know I said I would jump off. I see. I'm glad I hung around, though. You guys were able to share some more comments. But yes, I'm on YouTube. All right, guys. So I'm going to say goodbye. Enjoy the rest of your, I was going to say Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. I love you all. I should hopefully see you next week. But again, I'm working on getting some folks on the show. Let me just read this last comment before I say goodbye. So Damar is on YouTube. So that's the YouTube, the YouTube channel from Jamaicans.com. This comment says from Damar, this much needed checking in from Toronto. Hey, Toronto, pick up yourself. Stress creeps up on you silently. It certainly does. Never ignore signs of fatigue and headache, etc. Thank you so much, Damar, for sharing that. Really, really true, guys. This is huge. This is a big killer in our community. And, I will say this final thing before I go. If you are experiencing stress and you really find that you cannot manage it by yourself, you want to see someone, you want to speak to someone. On my class that I did on Saturday, I shared a crisis text line, a crisis phone number. So if you feel like you need to just talk with someone or text with someone, please reach out to somebody. Okay, do not suffer in silence. Okay, this is a real issue, and it really can cause us to think things. There's a battlefield going on in our mind, right? And so we have to be mindful of that. So if you are experiencing really intense stress and you really feel like you just can't handle, please reach out. If you can talk to somebody in your family or friend, do that. But if not, there's a lot of free resources out there where you can text or call somebody and just talk through what you're experiencing, what you're feeling. All right. Do not suffer in silence. I love you guys so much. I'm going to throw up the last few comments and I'm going to say goodbye. Hey, Camille. Thank you. Yes, it's my pleasure. Love you guys. My pleasure. Yes, my pleasure, Michelle. Of course. Thank you. Wow. Good and be safe. Yeah, man. All right, guys. So on that note, Miss Beverly, thank you. I'm gonna say that right now. What good, you guys, and eat your veggies. All right. So I'm gonna tune out and I'm gonna see you guys next time. All right. Reduce your stress, take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. All right. Bye, y'all.